If I have a billion and then I add one more, it's still about a billion. Okay, so this ends up being absolute value of x is less than 9. Okay, so just like the root test, if I can make this ratio smaller than 1, I get a convergence. So there's going to be some values of x that make it converge. If I can make that ratio bigger than 1, it diverges. And if the ratio equals 1, then the ratio test isn't going to help, and I'm going to have to use a different test.
Wait, does that say 18 multiplied by 9?
On the bottom here, 18 times n.
Okay.
You see it?
Yeah.
Based on the ratio test, it's going to converge between -9 and 9, diverge outside that interval. And I don't know what happens at the endpoints. You're going to have to help me out here. See if I can remember what this looked like. There's an alternator. Does that look right? Right, that work right? I think I did. If I didn't, let me know. Looking at x equals 9. Plug in that x equals 9, and that's what it's going to look like. So now the blue region definitely converges. The brown or orange region definitely diverges. I'm trying to figure out what happens right at this boundary. I'm a little bit worried about this. Now, first of all, the 9 to the n and the 18 to the n cancel out, you get a 2 to the n. Let me write it like this. And this is, I think, harder than anything I'll have you do. So here's how to look at what we have. The top looks like this, and the bottom has a bunch of copies of 2, or a bunch of factors of 2, followed by a 1 and then a 2. So what I'm going to do, or the alternator, just speaking up here, is I'm going to group these two together. So that's a 2. And then I'll put these two together. So that is a 4. And I'm going to put the next group together. So what am I going to get when I put the 2 and the 3 together? It'll be a 6. Until I get to 2. And there's 2 ways I can look at this. There's one way is I can shift everything like this. It's a 1/2 times a 3/4 times a 5/6 times a 2n minus 3. Or I could misalign these slightly, is I could put the 3 over the 2. So it's 1 times 3/2 times 5/4 times 7/6 times 2n minus 3 over 2n. No, 2n. Yeah, the 2n minus 3 went over the previous one. Yeah, so it's 2n minus 3 over 2n minus 2 times 1. This is usually the trick to these. Yeah, it's got to be this one. Let's see what I want to say here. Yeah, this one's going to be deep. Oh, hold on. So you see all these numbers are bigger than 1? So that this whole mass is going to be bigger than 1 over 2 to the n. So that's certainly unknown. So for x equals -9, then we don't have the alternator to worry about. So for x equals -9, we end up with this. And this is going to be bigger than 1 over 2n. This guy diverges, it's half the harmonic series, so this guy diverges as well. And to figure out whether this converges fast enough, is we have to look at this. Oh, so does this, actually, I think you can get this. If I start with a half, and then I do a half times 3/4. Is that bigger or smaller than a half? Smaller. And then half times 3/4 times 5/8. That's going to be even smaller still. So this is decreasing. Do those go to 0? They actually do. No. So that's going to the, on that side it's going to converge. I might have had that wrong in the notes. Oh, radius. Oh, never mind. So interval's tricky, but radius, which I actually should have read, is not that bad. So the interval of convergence is actually that. And had I read the question, let's see. Convergence, the divergence, the divergence. Even if we don't know what happened at those, we still know the radius is 9. let's take 10 minutes. And then we're gonna come back, we're gonna finish the Taylor and McLaurin stuff. We're gonna talk about the error. And then we're going to look at parametric and polar equations. I will see you in 10 minutes. Oh yeah, the extra credits up here, feel free to take a look at it to see how it was scored, but don't take it in case some of your group mates want to see it. You can take the paperclip off.
Right.
Remember, these are points to be added to your final.
He doesn't think that.
72, how many questions were there? Yeah, how many questions total? 9, you're gonna get plus 7.2 on your final. Oh, no, that's not quite true. Yeah, each one of those is 1. You're gonna get 6.5 with that.